welcome to Unix programming tutorials. So up to now we complete first 3 units. The first one is introduction to Unix, second unit regarding file system, the third unit regarding introduction to shell program. Now the fourth unit is filters. So what is a filter? So when a program takes input from another program, it performs some operations on that input and writes the result to the standard output. So it is referred to as filter. So simply saying, filters are the methods to find what we required as output. So for example, let us take, there is a file. In that file you store some data. Now I want this data in sorted order. In that time I am going to apply the sort filter. Okay, that means what is a filter? Simply saying, filters are the methods, so what we required as output. Okay. Now in this unit you are going to discuss about different filters. So first topic is the Grep family. The Grep family consists of the commands. One is Grep, another one is Egrep, and third one is Fgrep. The Grep command globally searches regular expressions in files and print all lines that contain the expression. So Grep means G-R-E-P. So G means globally, R-E means regular expression, and P means print. So that is a Grep. So globally searches regular expressions in a files and print all the lines that contain the expression. That means you can give one pattern. If this pattern is matched with any line, those lines will be printed. Okay. The Egrep and Fgrep commands are simply variants of Grep. The Egrep command is an extended Grep, so supporting more regular expressions meta characters. That means when comparing to the Grep, Egrep supports more regular expressions meta characters. Okay, so coming to Fgrep. So Fgrep command called fixed Grep. Fgrep means fixed Grep, and sometimes we call fast Grep. So why we are called as a fixed and fast means it treats all characters as a literals only. All the characters as a literals only. So that is, regular expression meta characters are not special. They match themselves. We can see when we see the execution of Fgrep. Okay, so now we can see. So what's a Grep family? So Grep family consists of 3 commands. One is Grep, Egrep, Fgrep. So Grep means globally search for regular expression and print. Egrep means extended Grep. Fgrep means fast Grep, or we are called as a fixed Grep. So now we see Grep command. So what is the purpose of the Grep command means? The Grep command searches a file or files for lines that have a certain pattern. Syntax is Grep. You can specify some pattern and specify some files. Example, Grep. D is the pattern. So for example, file name is sample. Okay, so the sample file contains some data, some lines. Let us assume these are the lines. And so what is the purpose of the Grep? The Grep command searches a file for lines. That means it searches each line that have a certain pattern, and it prints some lines that have some certain pattern. So what is the pattern I am provided here? D. That means if in this line there is a D, then the line will be printed on standard output. The second line does not contain D, then it does not print on the monitor. If the third line contains the D, then it prints on monitor. Okay, I hope you all understand. So how the Grep command is works. The Grep command prints is -v. So -v means it prints all the lines that don't match pattern. That means reverse. So grep the sample. Now it prints the lines contains the. If I give -v here, then it is reverse. That means the second line will be printed. Okay, that means so not matched patterns. So -n. So prints the matched lines and its line number. So -l prints only the names of the files with matching lines. -c it prints the count of the matching lines. How many lines match with the pattern. So -i so matches either upper or lower case. That means ignore case. So -v means reverse. -n means prints line number. -l means print file name. -c means print count. -i means ignore case. So now we see some different examples here. So for that I am taking one file. The file name is sample. The sample file contains these 4 lines. So Unix is Great OS, small u Unix. So Unix is open source, small u Unix. All are small letters. So Unix is free OS. In this also all are small. So learn operating system. Unix, Linux, which one you chose? In this U is capital. Fourth line, Unix, in this N is capital. Is easy to learn. Unix is multi-user OS. In this all small letters. Learn Unix, all small letters. Unix is a powerful. This is also all small letters. So now we are going to see some different examples. The first one, searching a pattern. So for example here the pattern is Unix. Unix, all small letters. Now if the pattern is matched with any line, that line will be displayed. That is the purpose of grep command. That means grep, Unix is the pattern and the file name is sample. File name is sample. So now, so what is the expected output? It prints the first line and fourth line. The third line means it is the capital U. The first line have Unix pattern, is a match with the Unix pattern. In the fourth line also the Unix is matched with pattern. So it prints 1 and 4 lines. We can see exact output when we are execute these commands. Next one, case insensitive search. So how we can ignore the case sensitive? By using -i. Grep -i pattern is Unix, sample. The file name is sample. So for this the outputs are 1, 4 lines. For this the output is 1, 3, 4 lines. So these 3 lines will be output. Why? So case insensitive. So capital U or small u, whatever it is, that is accepted. Next one, displaying count. How we can display the count of matched lines? By using -c. Grep -c. The pattern is Unix and the file name is sample. So how we can display the count? By ignoring the case. When we can ignore the case, how many lines? 3 lines. So I can use grep -c I. The pattern is Unix and the file name is sample. Next one, so displaying file names that match the pattern. So that means it displays only the file name. How? Grep -l Unix asterisk. Asterisk means in current file. Asterisk. Now it displays the file names. What is the file name here? Sample. If abc.txt also have Unix word, then it identifies that file name. Okay. So displaying only the matched pattern. So what is the pattern here? The pattern is Unix. Now it is matched with any pattern, then it prints Unix. So how many patterns matched here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Unix be displayed like this. Okay. So how we can write that? Grep -o Unix and the file name is sample. Next one, so displaying line number. It is very easy. Grep. So what is the option? -n. The pattern is Unix and the file name is sample. Inverting the pattern match. Inverting the pattern match is nothing but here. So two lines are matched with the pattern. Inverting means 2, 3. 2, 3 is inverting. So how? If you give the -v, so grep -v, so Unix sample, then it displays the inverting pattern lines. These two are the inverting pattern lines. So matching the lines that starts with a string. For example, I want to know the lines which are starting with Unix word. So for example, this is the only word starting with Unix. How? Grep. I can use meta character cap. Say meta character cap means it identifies starting Unix and the file name is sample. Now it displays only first line, that is the output. So matching the lines that ends. So ends with a string. So for example, here I want to know the file ending with system dot. Ending with system dot. How? Grep system dot dollar, the file name is sample. Now it displays the second line as the output. That means it identifies end of the line only. If the end of the line is system, then it displays the output. The next one, specifies expression with -e option. The -e option. So for example, I give grep Unix sample. Then what is the output? Then the output is first line and fourth line. 1, 4. So now I want to know the lines that match with either Unix or Unix. Here n is capital. Okay. So then how I can give the pattern means by using -e. Grep -e Unix, and again I can use -e Unix. You can use multiple times this option -e of the file name. Now it prints the output. 1 is matched with the Unix and third line matched with the second pattern. So it is also in the output, and the third line is also matched. So it prints 1, 3, 4 lines. Next one, you can give the patterns in a file also by using F option. F file option takes pattern from file. You can give line by line. So this is the file pattern. This is the one file. In this, the first pattern is Unix. So use small. The second pattern is N capital. N capital. Now I can give grep -f. When I am using the -f as an option, then the next one is a file. Now in this file the patterns are stored, and if the patterns are matched with the sample, then it displays the line. So for this also the output is 1, 3, 4. So for example, I want to know all the lines containing source and containing system. Okay, so how I can write the command? Grep -e double quotation source -e double quotation system, and the file name is sample. Okay, and you can use this grep command for multiple files also. For example, there is another file. Let us think that abc.txt. This file also contains some lines. So now I want to print all the lines in both the files that match with some specific pattern. Then we can use grep. The pattern is Unix, and I can give the file name is sample. The second file name is abc.txt. You can give some more than one file name. Okay, so in this way you are going to use the grep command. So next command is egrep command. It works the same way as grep-e does. That means egrep is equals to grep-e option. It treats the pattern as an extended regular expression, and prints out the lines that matches the pattern. So that means when comparing to the grep, egrep have some more meta characters. So in our previous example we see that grep-e Unix, the -e u capital N-I-X, and we give the sample file name. Okay, so in this grep-e we are using the -e option to find two patterns. But if you are using the egrep, so by using the only one pattern, you are going to achieve the same result. So Unix, this is the meta character you are using or symbol. Unix or Unix, this is the capital N. That means so two patterns we are combining by using another meta character or. So that is not supported in grep command. If you are using the egrep, the or meta character is also supported. That means when comparing to the grep, egrep supports more meta characters. Okay, so what is the expected output? The same output, grep-e Unix. What is the output for this? 1, 3, 4 lines. Same output we get when you are using egrep also. So next one, fgrep. Fgrep means fixed grep or fast grep. The fgrep filter is used to search for the fixed character strings in a file. So this command is useful when you need to search for strings which contains lots of regular expression meta characters. So that means if the file contains lots of meta characters, then we can use this fgrep. So meta characters is nothing but cap, dollar, dot, slash, all these we are called as a meta characters. Okay, so let us assume that this is the text file. In this text file, this is the content. If you observe, this is the @ so this is the dot, this is the slash, so this is another slash. So these are the meta characters. Now I want to search a pattern. The pattern is usin.g. I want to search for this specific pattern. If I using the grep in the place of fgrep, then it displays usin and any character g. This dot indicates any character. But I need to find a particular pattern is usin.g. Then I can use fgrep. So why we are called as a fast grep means there is no interpretation. Dot means any character. But here we don't check for any character. You can fix it with usin.g. If this pattern is matched with this line, then this line will be output. So now we see the execution of grep command. So for that we are using the sample file. So in this sample, so these are the small, all letters are small. In this n is capital, in this u is capital. Now we are going to use grep command. Grep, the pattern is Unix and the file name is sample. Okay, so 4 lines are matched with the pattern. So case insensitive, grep -i Unix, the file name is sample. So now the second line also considered. So now we can see, so displaying the count of numbers, grep -c. So how many lines are matched with the Unix? 2 lines. If we ignore the case -ci Unix sample 3. So display the file names, grep -l, the pattern is Unix, after you give asterisk. So okay, so there are many files, abc.txt, ex2911, all these files contains the Unix pattern. So now we can check cat abc.txt. Okay, so Unix class. This contains Unix, that's why it prints file name. Next one, displaying only the matched patterns. Grep -o grep-o, what's the pattern? Unix, and the file name is sample. Okay, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Displaying the line number. So how we can display the line number? Grep-n, the pattern is Unix and the file name is sample. Okay, so 1 and 4, these lines are matched with the pattern Unix. So inverting the pattern match, grep-v Unix sample. Okay, these are the inverting patterns. If you observe that cat sample, so 1 and 4 lines are the matching with Unix. So if I am using the -v, then it displays the inverting the pattern match. So now you can check whether the lines starting with Unix. How? Grep, and it is starting with means we can use the cap symbol and we can give file name sample. Now one line. Okay, next how we can identify end. So this is the file cat sample. Now I want to identify the lines ending with os dot. Let us os dot grep in double quotation os dot and dollar file name is sample. Okay, so now it displays os dot. Okay, here os dot only, and the first line is only the ending with os dot, remaining are em dot, se dot, ful dot. Okay, and we see, so how we can specify expression with -e. Grep -e Unix -e u capital N ix, the file name is sample. Now it displays 3 lines. Okay, so now we can see how we are going to use the file here. Cat, for that I create one file pattern. In this pattern file I am going to store Unix and the second pattern is Unix. Okay, so now I give this file as input grep -f, the file name is pattern and sample. Okay, the same output as -e. So now we can check grep -e. I want to print the lines with operating. So operating is the one pattern, operating, and second pattern is choose, choose, and the file name is sample. Okay, so these are the 2 lines matched with these 2 patterns. So now we see egrep command. Egrep, the first pattern is Unix or the second pattern is Unix, n capital, and the file name is sample. Okay, so what happened if I am using the same command with grep? So nothing shown. Why? Because it takes this as a pattern. Okay, that means it does not support or meta character. But if you are using egrep, then it displays the matched patterns. Similarly, fgrep. So for that we are using one file cat text. This is the file. The text file contains some content. Now I can use fgrep. The pattern is usin.g and the file name is text. Now you see how many patterns? Only one pattern. Why? It is fixed character. If I use the grep in place of fgrep, now we see what happened. So how many patterns it displays? 2 patterns. So this is the one pattern, this is the another pattern. Why it displays like this means The I means any character. It is matched here. But if you are using the Fgrep, if matches with only exact pattern, USIN dot is also treated as a normal fixed character only. So it displays USIN dot G only.